What's up, everyone, and welcome to Topic Countdown. Now, if you listened to the last podcast that I had put out called Ultimate Smash Failure on my YouTube channel, I believe that was the title. Basically, I went over that a co-host and I are trying to do a show called Topic Countdown, where we pick a topic off of something we like, either coming out that week, that month, or just something in general that we think of, come up with a top 10 list for it, count it down from 10 through 1, just kind of discussing in a podcast format why it is the spot that it is, and then condense a list all together. Well, when I tried to do the first episode of that, I recorded an hour and a half of footage only to find out that it all got deleted. So in light of that, I was thinking what I can do to kind of replace that. So I came up with this kind of more shorter, condensed version of it, where I would just bring out my list instead of my co-host and put it in a different format that is not such in a podcast style. So without further ado, welcome to the first official, unofficial Topic Countdown show, where we are going to be going over my top 10 list for the most wanted Smash characters in light of the new Smash game coming out. So just kind of a disclaimer, my picks are very different. Some of these picks I haven't even heard in a lot of other people's list or most wanted list, top 10s, whatever you watch. And some of them are just really different. So let's just dive right into it, shall we? So at number 10, I have Bill Rizer from Contra. Now, I know it's such a really, really weird pick, but the reason I put Bill Rizer on here is because I feel like it would harken back to a time when Contra was very popular. Now, I know Contra is still very well known kind of in the sphere of things now, but it's not too known as much as something like a Mario or something else. Plus, I feel like it would diversify the cast of characters a little bit more, and it would give Snake someone to rival a lot in military tactics with guns, shooting, and explosions, and it would just be fun to just have somebody from an older game thrown into Smash and just seeing how that would work out, as well as with the final Smash or how it would interact with other characters. So number 10, Bill Rizer. Moving on to number 9, I have Captain Toad from Captain Toad. So Captain Toad is a new Switch game that has recently come out, and I know there's already too many Mario characters. That's all I hear from everybody. But I feel like Captain Toad, or Toad in himself, is just slowly starting to rise in popularity amongst people. And plus, with a new game with a new game having already come out, it would be cool to kind of boost that title a little bit more on Switch, as well as the character of Toad if he were to be in Smash. Even if he was to be an assist trophy, that's cool too. But if he was his own character, you can have him utilize his movesets from Captain Toad, as well as just a fun or fancy final Smash he could throw in there. Just kind of utilizing the different tools and tactics he has in Captain Toad and throw that into Smash and have him interact with many other different characters from the Mushroom Kingdom. So that's who I got at number 9, Captain Toad. Number 8, this character is on a lot of people's most wanted lists, and that is Banjo-Kazooie. I went through a different kind of process in thinking of whoever I want in place of Banjo-Kazooie, just to be different and kind of shy away from the more popular picks. But the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, Banjo-Kazooie just makes sense, and I need him on my list. I went through different duos like Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, to see if any of those would work, but I felt like Banjo-Kazooie was the best pick, not only because he is also from an older title as well in the Nintendo-verse, but I feel like the movesets you could use for him and the utilization of him would be awesome. You could have the bird give him a really good recovery. It can be a counter, a shield. He can maybe throw the bird, fight on himself while the bird's guarding his back. Just something fun and really interactive to just interact with some of the characters or many of the different stages and the things that he can utilize with his kit if he were to get one. Plus, I would want to see him fight with Donkey Kong and maybe just throw him into that verse a little bit more and make him feel like a Donkey Kong character, but not so much like that, just being a little bit different. Plus, I feel like it would diversify the game, and he is a highly wanted character amongst the community of people right now. So at number 7, taking the spot of King K. Rool, having already been announced. I also made this list before all the announcement of Simon Belmont and King K. Rool came out. So this pick kind of just validates my difference a little bit more. So taking the spot of King K. Rool at number 7, I have King Hippo from Punch-Out. Now, I know it's a really, really weird pick, but the reason I put King Hippo on here is because I feel like there's some brands of characters such as Star Fox or F-Zero that really don't have a diversification of characters, such as, like the Mushroom Kingdom or I'm trying to think, like Zelda. They have so many different characters from that brand. Now, Punch-Out only has one, and that's Little Mac. And I feel like King Hippo would not only be an addition of a really, really good heavy into the game, it's also a really different pick than most people would probably expect, and plus it represents the Punch-Out series a little bit more. I know people would probably say, well, why not Mr. Sandman? That's more of a validated pick than King Hippo. I know, but however, when I think of Punch-Out, I think of two characters, Little Mac and King Hippo. Plus, he would be able to give him really good melee attacks. He'd be a really good heavy. Might not have the best recovery, but the hit power would be incredible. So at number 6, another really, really weird pick, harkening back to a past time of Nintendo games, I have Glover from Glover. Now, I know, a lot of people are probably thinking, is he crazy? Or I've never even heard of this game before. What is it? Glover is a character and a game from the N64, from obviously way back when. And it's just about a little glove. But basically, that's what he looks like. He just looks like a little glove with a little happy face. He's really cute. Look at him. Anyway, I put him on here because I feel like he just fits the essence of what Smash would be. He's different. He's adorable. He's just a really, really fun looking character. And I couldn't even imagine the movesets or the interactions he would have with other characters. I feel like he would be great because he's so obscure and so different that it would be an awesome representation to put into the Smash roster. Plus, the movesets you can give him would be incredible. He could have a great recovery, and trading that in for less hitting power, but he could be faster, and his recovery could just be, an up, like, bringing your hand up, and he could do damage if he smacks you up on the way. He can just smack you like a normal hand, turn into a fist and punch you, all kinds of different things, maybe even just punch with himself, not turning into a fist. Just the different things I feel like you can utilize with him would be awesome. And like I said, I would love if he was a character that would be faster and more nimble and have a great recovery versus a lot of hitting power, kind of like Sonic a bit. I mean, obviously not that fast, but just a little bit faster and more fun of a character. But all right, at number 5, I have Samurai Goro from F-Zero. Now, the reason I put in this pick is because I'm a huge F-Zero fan. Always have been. Captain Falcon, favorite character, even though you're not great. The reason I put him in, like I said, is just because of the representation thing, like I was talking about earlier with King Hippo. Samurai Goro, I feel like, would be a great addition, not only because he'll represent the F-Zero brand, but also because he will be another bad guy added onto the game. I really don't know what kind of movesets you'd give him. I mean, obviously, it'd be more melee-based, but I'm not too sure on what that would look like, to be quite honest. I just think he'd be really great into the game. I would love his interactions with Captain Falcon, as well as several of the other characters. And the game just needs more bad guys. Why not? So, Samurai Goro for number 5. So at number 4, another crazy pick. I don't know why I put him at number 4, but I just love this guy. Slippy the Toad from Star Fox. Again, I know. Am I insane? Yes, probably. But anyway, Slippy the Toad, again, I put on here only for that representation, like I was talking about earlier, with more brands needing to be represented. Star Fox currently has 3 characters, Falco, Fox, and Wolf. Slippy the Toad would be a crazy pick. Now, I know he really doesn't perform in combat, but I feel like you can give him so much, versification or versatility, there you go, that's what I'm looking for, in the game, based on who he is, just to make him fun and so different from the other Star Fox characters. All the Star Fox characters right now are so hard edge, and they're fast moving, and they're, reflection, gun, fire, everything. Where I feel like Slippy the Toad could just be a silly, fun Star Fox fighter. You can give him a really good recovery with like a frog jump. You can give him a gun or something a little bit different. You can give him attacks that would be frog-esque, like his tongue could come out, or he can be more nimble and fast, and his dodge could be better. Just things like that. And plus, I would just really love to see Slippy the Toad in the game. It would just be such like a what type of pick that I feel would just be fun and just really fun to play and just to watch interact with his other Star Fox counterparts as well. So at number 3, going to the PlayStation representation, a lot of people are wanting super awesome crazy guys characters in the game. You've heard ones like Crash Bandicoot, you've heard others like Rayman, just Banjo-Kazooie, just different crazy picks. But at number 3, the more I thought about this character, the more I thought it would be an awesome pick, as well as an awesome pick to represent that PlayStation brand if they will ever put someone from that brand into the game. So at number 3, I have Beautiful Joe from Beautiful Joe. Now, you're either looking at the screen right now and thinking, why? Or for those that who remember Viewtiful Joe are looking at the screen and are probably thinking, that's perfect. And the reason I put Viewtiful Joe on here is because I feel like he would represent, like I said, that brand of PlayStation very well. And not only that, himself as a character would be awesome to have in the game. He could be very fast and nimble, and like I said, trading in that power for movement. And not only that, he could be more of those flashy characters like a Captain Falcon. And I would love to see his interactions with Captain Falcon, fighting in a match where you just see a bunch of flashy moves go off and so much movement that it's just crazy fun to watch. And again, Viewtiful Joe himself derives his power from having an audience, and Smash has an immense audience playing the game, watching the game, all kinds of stuff, and it's just built into his character just to have that, just being watched all the time and deriving his power from people, watching him or playing him. Plus his super, now that they introduced that meter into the game, you could have just be this big, showy, movie-esque type of super with his final smash. I think it would be perfect to have him in the game. Again, I would love to see the flashiness of his attacks, his interaction with Captain Falcon, who could be super flashy, or even Sonic, and just the final smash that they would be able to create for the Viewtiful Joe character. So at number 2, like I had just mentioned, another guest character that I just kind of addressed would be Rayman from Rayman Raving Rabbids. The reason I put Rayman at number 2 is because I feel like with the rabbits already having been into the game, with Mario's Kingdom Battle, I believe it's called, only validates Rayman as a pick to kind of almost be a shoo-in. I mean, he kind of just fits the mold of Smash. He's very character-esque and fun and just jumpy, and the movesets you can give him would be awesome. I mean, you can obviously have him punch, you could have his recovery be awesome, you have his ears be little helicopters, just all kinds of different things. And not only that, you can also have his support trophy be the rabbits coming in and beating up other people, or just causing destruction or a distraction, or just all kinds of different things. I mean, they're the rabbits. You can literally do anything you want with them just to be crazy and insane. So that's why I feel like Rayman at number 2 would be an awesome pick. Plus, it's another representation of a character from another brand, giving the roster more diversification. And at number 1, a really, really obscure pick. And the only reason I pick it is because the game has been ported over to Switch, and there is an amiibo coming out, and that is Solaire from Dark Souls. Yeah, I know, it's weird. But the reason I put him on there is because, like I said, Dark Souls has just been ported over to the Switch, plus an amiibo of Solaire is coming out pretty soon. So not only is it perfect for Smash, it lines up pretty well with what the mold of what they're doing with the games. It is. And I feel like the game could use more swordsmen, even though I know there's already a lot. You can have another swordsman in Solaire be there, and you can have his dodge just be the dodge roll that he does in Dark Souls, and you could even have his recovery or his final smash be something so different. Like, instead of a final smash of causing damage, he could just go praise the sun and recover 50 hit points or something insane like that, to where he could have one of those final smashes where you want that character to avoid getting it because it's so powerful for him. And I feel like it'd be more of a skilled character to be used. Obviously, it'd be fun if you know how, but you can give him a parry, just really critical hit attacks, just lots of fun things to be done with him. And plus, the interaction with Solaire and the other swordsmen in the game would be great, and I would love to see his interactions with the other Fire Emblem characters as well. So that's my list, guys. Let me know what you thought. Let me know down in the comments if you thought it's weird, I'm crazy, if you like some of the picks, if you didn't think of some of the picks, what else I could have been missing. Just write down whatever your thoughts are. Please let me know if you like this format. I'm coming out with another video on Saturday, I believe, of another topic that's more of the podcast-esque format, but let me know how you guys like this one. Also, throwing in some honorable mentions onto the list. Just gonna rifle through these really fast, so pay attention, please. I have Proto Man, Zero, Hihachi, King K. Rool already announced, Funky Kong, Dixie Kong, Sora, are the ARMS characters from the new Switch game, Shovel Knight, who's already an assist trophy, Cooking Mama, Phoenix Wright, Crash Bandicoot, who was a huge omission, and I would love if he was in the game, but I just wanted to be different, so I'm sorry I did not include him. Birdo from Yoshi, Boo, King Boo, Professor E. Gad, Tom Nook, Spyro, Super Bomberman, Earthworm Jim, that one's a deep cut, Dig Dug, Sackboy, Sly Cooper, and Ratchet and Clank. But thanks for watching, guys. Again, let me know if you like this format. Let me know what else I could do different. And trust me, I'm always continuing to improve. So this format will only continue to get better if this is what I enjoy doing. But thanks for watching today, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.